Right then, welcome back to the coverage of the 24th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. We've just shown you the highlights of round 3. Now, we had a couple of races yesterday. That is Saturday, round 4. It all started off with the JK Tyre Presents Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup, a championship where Anish Shetty was leading Alvin Xavier by 5 points before the start of the 4th and final round, and all went down to the final race. Mika Viduraj there had a good start, started at P1. He is there as your race leader, closely followed by Anish Shetty, and then you had Alvin Xavier and Anfal Akhtar. These four have always been there in the mix of things as far as the front runners are concerned. At the moment though, it was Mika Viduraj leading. And, in the inaugural edition of this category, we had such happy memories, and we had thrilling races throughout. Alvin Xavier there went slightly wide. That could prove dangerous, but does well to keep his control and get back onto the racetrack. Alvin Xavier drops down to 4th though, and that allows Anish to take the race lead. Mika Viduraj drops down to 2nd. Anfal Akhtar, who's put in the fastest lap there, 1 minute 18.163 seconds, moves up to 3rd. But Alvin Xavier is almost about to catch up with him. But Anish Damodar Shetty, he is the one to catch up to. He's the race leader now, although credit to Mika Viduraj for not letting him out of his sight. Mika Viduraj continues to chase him down as we enter lap number 9. Remember, it's a 10-lap race in this category. The JK Tyre Presents Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup, and in the final lap we've seen it quite a few times that Anish Damodar Shetty stealing the lead away from Alvin Xavier, but this time, well, you know, you win some, you lose some, and this time it was Mika Viduraj who did Anish over Anish and took the lead from him at the very final corner, and then went on to take the checkered flag. Terrific from Mika Viduraj to go on and win the race. Anish Shetty had to settle for 2nd, while Alvin Xavier came in 3rd. It was a photo finish of the first race on Saturday, that's yesterday. A moment to cherish for Mika Viduraj. Right then, on to the Novice Cup category. It is Ruhan Alva starting at P1, Jaden Parrott at P2, Naim Rizvi at P3. A thumbs up as you go along. Once the formation lap was done, all he needed to do was win this race and he would seal the championship with Ruhan Alva. And considering the fact that he started at P1, it was not going to be much of a doubt for him to go on and do that. Although Jaden Parrott had other ideas. He wanted to make sure that he goes on and fights him till the very end. Incident early on in the race, allowing the safety car to come out. Safety car deployed, all the cars following the safety car. Once the safety car went out, great tactic by Ruhan Alva to stall, almost stall and slow everyone down before shooting off, creating that bit of a space between himself and the one coming in next. That was Jaden Parrott, Naim Rizvi there, car number 9, Aditya Parsuram following him in 4th, Chetan Suruneni and Aman Nagdev in 5th and 6th. But the first front two in Ruhan and Jaden had peeled away from the others, from the rest of the crew. The battle was on there when Jaden took the lead, but did not last very long. In fact, in a couple of corners, it was Ruhan Alva who was leading the race. But Jaden Parrott, he's a young lad who does not like giving up. He went after Ruhan Alva to make sure, give himself a chance of victory. There was that little contact. Smoke coming out as they both brake hard on that corner 1. We come through towards the penultimate lap. Ruan Alva there very closely, just keeping the lead, managing to hold on to it. We're in lap number 9 at the moment. And you see how the front two have peeled away from the rest of the crew. On to the final lap, coming into that corner once again, and this is where they had that little trouble in the previous lap as well, and this time again also, but coming off worse was Jaden Parriott. Airborne for a while and then back onto the track. Luckily for him, his race did not end there. He could join the pack, but the damage was done as Ruan Alva had moved away. The beneficiary of that was Naeem Rizvi as he moved up to second, and Aditya Parasuram moved up to third. Coming through that final corner of the race, Ruan Alva taking the checker flag. Ruan Alva, Naeem Rizvi and Aditya Parashar, your race winners, joined by the legendary, the man himself, Gaurav Gill, on the stage. Now we go on to the second race. In fact, highlights from day 4 are continuing from day 1, and this is the third race in the LGB Formula 4 category, third of the day. Poor start from Mohammad Ryan, just stalled, never got going. Good start for Amir Saeed though, the young lad from Kottayam, Kerala of Ahura Racing. He used to be in the M Sport team till the last season when he was in the Novice Cup category. Moved over to Ahura Racing. He's done them proud, hasn't he? Notching up a race win earlier as well. And here he's being chased down by Diljit TS, Ashwin Datta. That's when there was a bit of a braking issue, just braking too tight and going off the track. But keeping a very, very cool head on his shoulder was Amir Saeed, despite the pressure from Diljit TS, who had just clocked in the fastest lap. This is the control room, who make sure that everything is in order, who make sure that nothing absolutely misses their eye. Sunny Singh and Amit Jingle saw them for a moment there. Remember, it's a 15-lap race, and Amir Saeed did ever so well from start to finish, and you can see him celebrate already. Taking the checker flag. Diljit TS settling for second, and Ashwin Datta had to settle for the third spot. What a win for young Amir Saeed.
Finally, tires that keep up with you. JK Tire, total control.
They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tire, buddy.
JK Smart Tire. The tire with a brain. The future of driving is here. JK Smart Tire.
Well, remember, this is the final day of race action coming over for this season of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. While we await the two final races of the day, let's also very quickly take a look at what's transpired so far in the season. Let's take a look at race 1 that took place today and see what transpired there. Drivers going through the motions at the moment in the pit lane, which is going to be open for the next set of races that are going to commence here. Remember, we're at the Kari Motor Speedway in Coimbatore. It's bright and sunny. Two races remain, one of the JK Tyre Novice Cup and the other of the JK Tyre Formula LGV4. This, of course, is going to be the JK Tyre Novice Cup race that's coming up next. It's the final race of the season. We've already seen Ruhan Alba seal the championship yesterday with a race win that handed in the championship. We've had two races that have already been held in this category over this race weekend in round 4. One was yesterday, one was of course today in the morning, where Jaden Parriott notched up a race win. Ruhan, unfortunately, his car was damaged, could not complete the race, but he's done enough already to seal the championship, remember, as I was saying earlier. So no real damage done, despite the damage done to Ruhan's car earlier. Otherwise, no damage done to his championship hopes, because he already sealed the title. Now, this is going to be a 12-lap race, remember, the JK Tyre Novice Cup final race of the season. As we see the cars come out of the pit lane and line up on the starting grid. To quickly confirm what that start grid is going to look like. The important part is that Jaden Parriott registered a race win in the previous race that was held earlier today. A hard-fought race was. I see the cars line up on the grid now for what will be a 12-lap race. You can see Jaden Parriott, he's on P4. The young lad I was talking to you about from Guwahati, who notched up a race win earlier. Starting off this race on pole position is going to be Adit Parashar. Dylan Zakaria is going to be on P2. Vineet Kumar on P3, Jaden Parriott on P4. There will be Aman Nagdev, who starts off on P5. P6 will see Aditya Parsuram. And then P7 will be Naeem Rizvi. P8 is going to be Ruhan Alva. On P9, Advait Jampa. On P10, Gaurav Kocha is going to be taking his position on the grid there. Gaurav Kocha, of course, has put in a couple of good races this round. Hoping for a better run in this one. Pratna Murugavel is going to be on P11, Chetan Suraneni on P12, Dhruv Goswami starts off on P13, Akash starts off on P14, David Rehan Raveen is going to be on P15, Prabhanj starts off on P16, Rishit Nisar on P17, Kamala Kannan on P18, and in 19th position on the grid will be Akshat Kumaran, and Shivesh Selvaratnam starts off on P20. So 20 cars would be lining up on the grid for this race, and we can see some adjustments happening at the moment in that starting grid as we speak. We've seen some very exciting races unfold all through the season of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship in its 24th edition. We've had some of the best bikers from across the country, from different places like Surat, like Jammu and Kashmir, like Latur, compete with the traditional biking hotspots. Bikers coming from traditional hotspots like Hyderabad, Coimbatore, Bangalore, and so on.
Actually, a national racing championship when you cover the entire nation, with lads from Surat to Jammu Kashmir to south of India as well coming across. It's great to see the sport growing.
Yes, you had bikers from Hubli, from Thrissur. So they were right there, and fantastic stuff is what we've seen. Same story unfolded in a packed grid more often than not in the JK Tyre Novice Cup as well.
Absolutely, we're getting ready for another Novice Cup race. We'll have Adit Parashar start at P1. We have Dylan Zakaria starting at P2. So it's a reverse grid. As Adit Parashar, the young man, starting at P1. Adit Parashar, the lad from New Delhi, in his Aston performance car. 5 minutes away from the start of this race. The drivers and the staff, the support staff, the crew, the mechanics, everyone have taken their lunch break. We're back with live action. The race will very quickly commence, as you can see, in 5 minutes.
Competition 99, competition 66, not on the grid.
Vineet Kumar will be starting at P3. The lad from Tirupur, one of the DTS racing drivers. DTS, obviously, the team of Diljit TS, who himself participates in the LGB Formula 4 category. Aman Nagdev, the lad from Noida, getting ready. Aman will start at P5 at a time of 1 minute 18.001 seconds. Dylan Zakaria had an incident in the formation lap in the first race earlier today. Couldn't compete. He'd be eager and itching to go and have a crack now. He'll be starting at P2, will be Dylan. So 3 minutes to go before we start this thrilling race, while the championship has already been decided and won by Ruhan Alwa. It's still a lot to fight for the second, third place in the Drivers' Championship.
Well, the 3 minutes board is out. The drivers have started their car engines. This race is just about to get underway. It's the JK Tyre Novice Cup race that sees Adit Parashar starting off on pole position. Without further ado, let's kickstart this 12-lap race. It's going to be the final race of this race category.
So final race of this category. We'll have the formation lap first. The technicians, the mechanics, all leaving the track, leaving the racing areas. One of the pit girls comes up with the confirmation. It's 1 minute to go before we start this race. 1 minute to go. We'll have 12 laps in this race. Generally we have 10 in the Novice Cup category, but the final race always has 12. That's the view from the drone. That's where they come through straight on the slope and then on to corner one or towards the left. And off they go for the formation lap. One formation lap and then we'll get the racing action, although we've there have been times we've had an extra formation lap, so we'll just have to wait and watch how this one pans out. On the right of the racetrack, you can see the garage, the pits, a stand as well for the fans and the family and the friends who come out to watch. The picturesque Kari Motor Speedway. You got coconut trees there, and then behind those coconut trees you've got the mountain ranges as well, coconut plantation mountain ranges. On the other side there's endless list of windmills. It is known as the city of windmills, is Coimbatore. Aditya Parsuram, in fact, he'd be keen to put in a good performance to seal one of the places in the Drivers' Championship. Not the winner, obviously, which is Ruhan Alva, already decided there. You can see car number 27, but Chetan Surineni, Gaurav Kochar, Aditya Parsuram, and obviously Jaden Parrott, who's second. They'd be hoping to end the season on a good note.
Absolutely. Looking at a picturesque view of the Kari Motor Speedway. This is the bird's eye view from the drone cam. Gives you a perspective of how challenging this track can be with its tight corners. And also remember, as you come down the straight, there is a steep decline coming down the straight. So they can't actually gather momentum as they go into C1. So it becomes really critical for the drivers to be able to manage that momentum, know when to brake, know what racing lines to keep. So here goes. Adit Parasha is going to be on P1. On P2, we've got Vineet Kumar. There's been a change as far as the grid's concerned. If you see, Jaden Parrott starts off on P3 as far as this race is concerned. So there's been a little the lights go off and so do the cars. It's a good start for Jaden. He's off the blocks in a flash. But can he catch up now with the cars ahead of him? As they head into C1, it's a tight corner. This is where you need to exercise a certain degree of caution as well. You can see car number 27, Ruhan Alva. He seems to be keen to end the season on a high as we follow the mid-pack as they come out of the Mickey Mouse, and this will be interesting to see. Yes, it is Jaden Parrott who's taken the race lead. As I thought so. He got a great start off the blocks, just controlled the aggression going into C1, and then coming out of C1 into C2, he made his move, and 2 turns down, he's got the race lead, albeit Adit Parasha is giving him a run for that top spot. Ruhan Alva, there seems to be a good battle going on among the top 6 as well. So it's Jaden Parrott who's the race leader. Adit Parasha is currently running second. In third is Vineet Kumar, but only just because Ruhan Alva is currently running fourth. He's just overtaken a couple of drivers, and Ruhan has now moved up to 4th place. You can see another M Sport car, that's car number 9 belonging to Naeem Rizvi, who seems to be battling to break into the top 6. Currently running 7th. But a comfortable race lead for Jaden Parrott as friends and family of these young drivers look on in the pit lane behind the guardrail fencing that's available and that's there for the precaution and safety of the bystanders. But look at this. Jaden Parrott, this young boy from Guwahati, has shown a lot of character. Ruhan Alva has in fact overtaken another couple of drivers. He's currently moved in third, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he has in fact now overtaken Adit Parasha as well. So this is a fantastic run from Ruhan Alva as well. Jaden Parrott is the race leader, but look at Ruhan Alva. He's worked his way up the pack. He's overtaken about 5 drivers, or 6 maybe, just to be sure, and he's now currently running second, trying to close the gap now between himself and Jaden. And Adit Parasha, who started off on pole position, has dropped back to third. Dramas unfolding. Disappointment for the young Vineet Kumar, who started off on P2. If you look at where he is right now, he's dropped down to 5th as Vineet. Naeem Rizvi is looking to make a move as well on Vineet, and there's also Aman Nagdev who's trying to jostle into a position ahead of him. No problems for the two M Sport drivers up front. Jaden Parriott leads, Ruhan Alva is running second. This is the battle I was talking about for 5th spot. You've got Naeem Rizvi in that battle. There's Aman Nagdev and there's Vineet Kumar who's involved in that tussle for the 5th spot. Currently, car number 11, Vineet Kumar, is running 5th. Remember, this is not just a 10-lap race, this is a 12-lap race. The final race of the season, slightly longer, 2 laps take more compared to what these young drivers have been doing through the season. This is going to be a challenge for some of these young lads. Meanwhile, battle in the mid-pack, we thought we saw Shivesh Selvaraman, who was pushing for a spot up in the rankings, but stay with the race leader. Jaden Parriott has no problems whatsoever. Ruhan Alva is currently second. If you're looking on, see the race unfold. 3 laps gone as far as this race is concerned. Lap times being clocked here. Jaden Parriott clocking a time of 1 minute 18.477 in the previous lap. Ruhan Alva but got to give credit to how Aditya Parsuram's been going about his business. Done well. Car number 15 is in fact gone on and overtaken Adit Parashar as well. The yellow flag's being waved. The safety car is going to come out on the racetrack. Probably an incident involving the back markers, the back of the pack. That's the reason why we get the safety car out to ensure that there's no debris on the track. The track is clear for racing. This is the incident. And David Rehan Ravin, his race has come to a shattering end, and that's the reason why we've had the race yellow flagged for now. You can see from the tire skid marks, it probably appears as if one of the wheels locked up and his car veered away off the track and on the side. The drivers trying to make sure that they're avoiding the debris that's there on the racetrack. This is what transpired. So the bird's eye view of the damage done to that car of David Rehan Ravin from Momentum Motorsport. The safety cars on the racetrack slowing proceedings down, and it will dictate the pace now, because the thought process here would be to give the rescue and recovery personnel adequate time to clear the racetrack. So another car head into the pit lane, and that was the car of Kamala Kannan. I think his race is done as well. Do we have anything? Looking at the damage to Kamala Kannan's car, I wonder if that was an incident. Difficult to tell. But for the moment, all cars following the safety car on the racetrack at Coimbatore, which means that the race lead that Jaden Parriott had built up over the competitors has now been skittled away. What's picking up pace here is the safety car. I wonder if we might just be heading for commencement of race action soon. As the cars seem as if the safety car is picking up momentum, albeit the lights are still blinking on the safety car, which means maybe, just maybe, we might see another lap done behind the safety car.
Well, it does look like the safety car will continue. It doesn't go down into pits, so yeah, it will continue at least another lap. From all the jewelry on his left ear, you can make it out it was the GTS. That there was that contact between David, Rehan, Ravin and Kamalakaran, which obviously Kamalakaran's car lost the front, the nose, and didn't have much damage, but that was the end of the race for him. And certainly with the debris that we saw on the right side of that corner, it was David Ravin's car that came off worse in that incident. Seems like the track has been cleared. Again, safety car picking up pace, but you never know. We thought that in the previous lap as well, and then suddenly it continued. And now, certainly the way he's stalled, it will be the safety car will go down in the pits.
Yes, I think the safety car's job's done. As you can see, Jayden Parriott really slowed things down. So this has been a situation which we've seen Ruhan Alva master. He's used the safety car coming out on the racetrack to great effect. But now the safety car goes into the pit lane. It's going to be back to racing action as the cars come around that final bend onto the start-finish straight. Can Ruhan Alva now use the slipstream against Jayden Parriott and overtake him? That's the big question.
Well, on that straight, Jayden's car looks just a slight bit faster because he opened up that gap the moment he hit that straight. But at the meantime, Aditya Parsuram has moved in on the inside lane and he's moved up to third, pushing Ruhan Alva down to third. And well, again, braking hard, braking late, the tires locking up. You see all the smoke coming in, although does manage to stay in the race. Spoke too soon and ends up into the tire barrier there. The battle is on for second and third, and now Ruhan Alva on the outside, car number 15 on the inside. This is what happened there.
You can see the extra tire barriers that have been put in place just to ensure that doesn't really take that hard left and goes straight through, doesn't find an easy passage. Just lost his steering on the car there.
It seems that Ruhan Alva has got his second position back in the race. Yes, he has, with Jayden Parriott leading and Aditya Parsuram dropping down to third. This is a good battle going on, although Ruhan has sealed the Drivers' Championship in this category. Those were the windmills we were talking about a few minutes ago. He may have sealed the championship, but with Jayden winning the first race today, and also looks like he will if he continues the way he has. I think redemption, the word that you spoke about earlier this morning, Raman, would come true.
Yes, would be a perfect statement on the kind of guts this young boy is showing. Meanwhile, that's the car that got stranded. Shivesh Selvaratnam involved in that incident where the car tires just locked up. So it went careening into the tire barriers.
It's a good battle going on. Watching on closely, Team DTS racing. Naeem Rizvi there as well, being put under pressure. Car number 63, that is Adit Parashar. Had a decent start with Adit, but he's dropped down. There's a battle between him, Aman Nagdev, and Gaurav Kochar. Gaurav Kochar in car 17 there. And as yes, Aditya Parsuram once again has moved into second, pushing Ruhan Alva back. So the second and third position drivers there exchanging their positions with every lap, and that only makes for things to be interesting. Now Gaurav Kochar was making a move there. Was he successful in overtaking Adit Parsuram? Yes, he was. As he comes up, you can see the second blue car. That's car number 17. That was of Gaurav Kochar. Another Momentum Motorsport car, just skidding off the track. Reversing, doing that's good thinking, to reverse and get off the track to make sure you don't cause any obstruction.
Absolutely. So Jaden having no problem. He's the race leader. Aditya Parsuram second. Ruhan Alva's third. Naeem Rizvi is currently running fourth. Another M Sport driver who's had a very good race weekend. Finished second in the race yesterday. He finished third in the earlier race today. If he can get one better from where he is right now, he might find a third podium finish for the round.
Certainly will boost his chances also of getting into that third position with the Drivers' Championship. Well, there's still an open fight there for the third spot. With the way Jaden won the race earlier today, seems that the second spot is done and dusted, sealed, but the third spot is still open. Aditya Parsuram has that advantage because he got a podium finish earlier today as well as in yesterday too. So in both the races, that's Prabhanji Paruchari, car number 14, end of the race for him, as the stewards and the staff will help his car out.
And I wonder, I thought part of that car was still on the track, so are we going to see the yellow flag come out when the cars approach that portion of the racetrack, if the car isn't moved in time? For now, of course, there's no yellow flag, but probably just when they approach that segment of the racetrack, there just might be a yellow flag out to ensure the safety of the drivers. Let them know that no overtaking will be allowed. We'll have to wait and watch. Depends on whether the car, that Momentum Motorsport car of Prabhanja Paruchari has been moved or not.
It's a great battle there going on between Aditya Parsuram and Ruhan Alva. Now Ruhan Alva has overtaken Aditya Parsuram. Both of them are in fact enjoying this battle, it seems, while Jaden Parriott continues to stretch his lead at the top. It's Ruhan now who's in second, Aditya dropping down to third. And we'll see that I think it's 3 laps on the trot. It's either Ruhan and then it's Aditya, and then again it's Ruhan. So they're switching those positions as fans and families and friends eagerly watch on what's transpiring there, with Jaden Parriott coming in through the final corner again onto that straight very, very quick and gets past the start finish line. 2 more laps remaining, and the way he's going, if he continues like that, it will be his second race win in as many races today. Got the race win early today with a tremendous performance, and Ruhan Alva would want to finish second if not first, but Aditya Parsuram, he'd be hoping to get one better of Ruhan Alva, and that tells you that despite the dominance that Ruhan has shown, he's someone who's can be defeated, unlike what we saw with Amir Saeed last season in the novice category.
Credit to both these youngsters. I think they've done very well. These young lads from M Sport Racing, both Ruhan and Jaden Parriott, they've shown good camaraderie. They've also shown good competitiveness on the racetrack. I think that's what makes for engaging viewing. I don't want it to be totally one-sided. I think credit to Jaden to provide that competition to Ruhan Alva, who I think has been very outstanding through the season. And with the kind of lead that he had coming into the I don't think Ruhan required to do too much, not take too many risks, and he would still be winning the championship. Last lap is now what remains in this race. One more lap, one more lap of this 2.3 kilometer long circuit.
And the way things are going, it should easily be Jaden who will take the checkered flag, although the battle for second and third continues to be interesting, with Aditya Parsuram pushing Ruhan Alva. Ruhan Alva just managing to stay about half a second, in fact even under half a second ahead of Aditya. And now on from that straight, then you get to those 2 tricky corners where drivers generally tend to make their move. We saw it in the Royal Enfield GT Continental Cup as well. We saw it in the LGB Formula 4 category as well. That's one corner, and then easily avoids any drama, any problem there, does Ruhan Alva. So that's so far so good for M Sport. That's Aman Nagdev, followed by Naeem Rizvi.
So great work by Aman Nagdev, who's in fact overtaken Naeem Rizvi. Naeem, remember, at one point of time was running 4th, but Aman Nagdev has overtaken him and pushed him down to 5th, and he himself is in 4th spot. Is Aman Nagdev. So well done to the young lad. But coming down the straight now to take the checkered flag for the second time today, it's going to be young Jaden Parriott, who wins the JK Tyre Novice Cup race.
Brilliant from start to finish from Jaden Parriott. Had earlier spoken about not being in the best state of mind after losing out to Ruhan Alva twice in the last lap, even in the previous round as well. Now gives a thumbs up to Ruhan Alva. Tremendous camaraderie, but tremendous competitive. Results are still provisional. It is Jaden who's taken the checkered flag. Naeem Rizvi there. Chetan Suruneni would be disappointed. He was there amongst those with a chance for a third place finish. But Aditya Parshuram did a very, very good job. What a dominant performance this from Jaden Parriott.
So looking at what had transpired earlier in this fourth and final round, Jaden Parriott was in fact on 70 points. With this race win, he goes up to 80 points, collecting 10 as far as the provisional results concerned. Ruhan Alva comes in second, so he was on 90 points before the start of this race, and coming in second, he picks up another 8, so that takes him to 98. So a comprehensive win in the championship for Ruhan Alva, a difference of effectively 18 points between Ruhan Alva's point standing of 98 and the 80 points that Jaden Parriott accumulated. But I think if there's one team that will be happy with the performance of both these drivers, it's going to be Team M Sport. Having their drivers finish 1-2 in the overall driver standings, I think it's going to be something that they'll be very happy with. But as far as confirmation of this race result is concerned, it's Jaden Parriott who notches up a win. Ruhan Alva will have to settle for second. Aditya Parshuram having a great race. There's a battle between him and Ruhan Alva. In the end, Aditya Parshuram having to settle for third.
With a couple of podium finishes, Naeem Rizvi himself was also in the mix of things. He was third before the start of this race, and I think by the looks of things, obviously being provisional results, it seems it is Naeem Rizvi who's clinched the third spot in the Drivers' Championship, because Aditya Parshuram had 36 points, and with it he got 6 more, so he's ended up with 42, while Naeem Rizvi had 45, and he'd pick up a few points from this race as well. So it's not just an M Sport 1-2, in fact it's an M Sport 1-2-3 in the Drivers' Championship, and that certainly would mean it's an M Sport as far as the Constructors' Championship is concerned in the JK Tyre Novice Cup category. Dominant performance from Jaden on Sunday. Got on to win the race early, got a race win again now, but still ended up 18 points behind Ruhan Alva in this category. Coming through the mandatory weighbridge are the drivers. Aditya Parshuram there having a quick chat with Solomon. Good result, good race by Aditya, although just falls a few points short of coming in one of the Drivers' Championship positions, but a good effort, good last gasp effort from him in round 4.
Paging call for Jaden, paging call also for Ruhan, if you can come. Aditya Parshuram, COC, if you can also come over, please. Paging call for COC, please.
That's one of the stands where the family, friends and fans can come and sit and watch thrilling motorsport action here at the Curry Motor Speedway. On the ground floor is the garage for the Royal Enfield, which is part of the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup category. Nice bit of breeze blowing across the racetrack, as it always does most of the time here in Coimbatore. It is hot though, don't be fooled by the fluttering flags. The sun is belting down.
Waiting for you, Jaden. Come on over. Jaden. Pickling is now open.
If we talk about the weather conditions, it is 33 degrees at the moment. And the winds are about 14 kilometers per hour. And you see Naeem Rizvi, he knows he's come third in the Drivers' Championship. He's a character, isn't he? He's always happy. He's always, someone you'd like to have around on a racetrack. Look at him, jumping with joy.
COC.
So it's an M Sport 1, 2, 3 as far as the Drivers' Championship is concerned. Jaden Parriott coming in second, Naeem Rizvi third, and the champion Ruhan Alva.
Certainly, as far as the Novice Cup is concerned, requesting the tall and the elegant COC, which is Sunny Kumar, please come forward on the stage for the presentation. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Sunny Kumar, joining us on stage. Without further ado, we're going to start from number 3. We're going to start from number. Coming in at number 3, ladies and gentlemen, Aditya Parasuram. What a drive it has been from Hashtag Performance.
Coming in third, Aditya Parasuram.
The champions, Ruhan Alva. Well done.
Ruhan Alva there, coming in second. Not used to standing. It seems that for a moment he wanted to get to the top of the podium. And the race winner again today, Jaden Parriott.
All right, gentlemen, please step down and fill up the trophies and listen in the air. For the junior trophy, please come forward and collect the junior trophy.
He's redeemed himself, hasn't he, the young man, after a couple of disappointing races yesterday and in the last race of the previous round. He's come back and he's shown confidence that is needed. The winners, joined by Sunny Singh, COC of this race, on the right of your screen in the white shirt.
Right. Gentlemen, please raise your trophies. Gentlemen, enjoy this moment. 2 important races. Ruhan Alva take a bow from our field.
All smiles there, Ruhan Alva, and why not?
Well done, Aditya Parasuram, for making a fight. Gentlemen, what opportunity is there? Thank you.
Those are your winners, Jaden Parriott, Ruhan Alva and Aditya Parasuram, as we go towards the presentation area where we have Raman Banot having a quick chat with the race winners.
One final podium for the JK Tyre Novice Cup. Let's have a quick chat with Aditya. Aditya, it's been a good race weekend overall. If you were to look back at how these 2 days have gone.
Yeah, they've gone completely flawless from my side, and it's been a really good weekend.
You know, what is it that you've done differently this race weekend compared to the other 3 that have gone by?
Minimize my mistakes, worked a lot on my racecraft. That's it.
Well, go well for the next season, and a job well done this time around.
Thank you.
Let's have a chat with the champion of this series, of course, the JK Tyre Novice Cup, Ruhan Alva. Ruhan missed out on a race win, but I'm sure you were saying, okay, I've done what I had to in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, definitely not happy with how the race went. The first few laps were pretty good actually, but then just about 2 laps before the safety car, I lost third gear basically. Missed it about 5 times, so slowed down quite a bit, lost a lot of time. Aditya overtook me a few times because of that, but had a good fight with him. Happy for Jaden for the win, and yeah, good season overall.
Well, flawless overall per se. A few little blips in that final round overall this weekend, but nonetheless, the championship, and of course, we'll see you celebrate later in the evening.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers. Jaden, they say you don't judge the man's character by how he wins, you judge a man's character by how he responds when he's been down. And you've shown great character after what happened yesterday to come back and win 2 races back-to-back on this Sunday.
Yeah, thank you so much. You know, it was kind of a scary race because the car wasn't really performing to what I would want it to perform, but thankfully we just made it here. Actually, when I entered 2A, my car shut off and it didn't start back again. So in that way, I'm pretty lucky. Yeah.
Well, savor the moment and, of course, savor the way this Sunday has gone for you.
Yeah. Thank you to the team and congratulations to Rohan on the championship.
And congratulations to you on that first runners-up place finish in the overall driver standings as well. And the race win to sign off the season. That's what we have from the presentation area. There's one race that's still left before we wrap up proceedings for the day, and that's the race that's coming up in just a bit.
They've come from the future to change the way we drive.
JK Smart Tire, buddy.
And get lost in the world within. To steer through, to stop. Start again. Go forth. Shed your inhibitions and just let it all go. With JK Tyres Ranger 80, made of tough, made for adventure. For the ones who are wild at heart. JK Tyre, total control.
Right, we're down to the final race of this season. It's going to be the JK Tyre Formula LGB4 category, which is intriguingly poised because Vishnu Prasad's overall leading the championship by 9 points. The driver who's in contention statistically to overhaul his tally is Diljit TS, who starts off right at the back of the grid. I've got Afzal Riaz with me, team principal of Dark Dawn Racing. Diljit drives for you. What are the thought processes, Afzal, that are going through your mind now?
I think there is no thought process. Already Vishnu has sealed the championship. It's very impossible to come from the last and finish first because he required 10 points. So basically the championship is already sealed. Only we are fighting for the third in the championship. That's all.
Disappointed about what happened in the previous race this morning where you had Sandeep and the young Amir Saeed involved in a clash that effectively ended both their chances of the championship.
Yeah, I am disappointed, but end of the day it's motorsport. You can't do anything. It all happens. You can't do anything. It's the driver and the track temperature and the heat of mind. So it's all racing incidents. That's it.
Overall, we've seen some good battles between M Sport and Dark Dawn Racing all through this season. Your thoughts on how it's gone for your team?
It's gone good as a team. We have won the championship and we have sealed it. As a team, it's gone good. But I wanted the drivers to also be on the 1 and 2, which just went for the first race of the day today. So that's it. Quite happy and a little bit sad. That's it.
A mixed feeling. Any takeaways for the coming season and thoughts for the future?
Nothing. We have to prepare more competitive cars so that and the more the driver coaching has to be better and the drivers have to develop their mental ability to drive in this kind of condition where more pressure and the thing is the first thing they have to learn is from round 1, round 2, round 3 they should never continue the championship till the round 4. They have to collect as many points because when you have a superior car with you, then you should collect more points. You should not let the car go the round 1 and round 2.
Wise words indeed, Afzal. Thanks so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Well, we can hear the whistles in the backdrop. That's because the drivers have started revving their car engines. It's the young Amir Saeed who starts off this final race of the season on pole position. 15 laps. Live action coming your way in just a bit.
Right then, 15 laps as live racing action coming your way in just about a minute. That's how the drivers have lined up on the grid. Amir Saeed at P1, we got Tijil Rao at P2, R. Singh at P3, Sandeep Kumar at P4, Ashwin Datta at P5, Mohammad Ryan at P6, Viswas Vijay Rao at P7, Vishnu Prasad, who's got a 9-point lead in the Drivers' Championship, starts at P8, Pala Prasad at P9, Meera Enada at P10, Shreya Divan at P11, Deepak Ravi Kumar at P12, you got Yukeshwaran Krishna Velu at P13, Ashok Lal starting at P14, Abhinav Reddy at P15, Rashid at P16, Akshay Kapoor at P17, Raghul Rangasamy at P18, and Diljit TS, the closest to Vishnu in the Drivers' Championship, starts right at the back of the grid at P19. So, as the team principal of Dark Dawn said that I think Vishnu has sealed the championship. Well, mathematically he hasn't, but if you think about it, he has, unless there's something happens to Vishnu who can't finish the race, and Diljit from back of the pack can go on and win the race. That is the only way Vishnu will not win the championship. Vishnu has to finish outside the top 7, top 8 in fact from 9th onwards, and Diljit has to win the race. That is the only way that can change. So it's pretty much sealed for Vishnu, although there still is that slightest of chances. And as they say, it's not over till the fat lady sings. And well, we've got 15 laps of racing to confirm if Vishnu has done enough before the start of this race. Formation lap is underway. And we'll have 15 laps of this 2.3 kilometer long Coimbatore Speedway. Beautiful shot from the drone, a bird's eye view. Slight changes in this track from the last season or so. Now, Amir Saeed, he will start at P1. Every time he's had that opportunity to be at the top of the pile, he's made sure that he stays there. He's such a young, talented driver is Amir Saeed, and if he goes on and has that chance of going and getting that lead, then he may go on and get another race win, which will be, I think, tremendous for this young lad making his debut in this category. And he's got 2 race wins, he's rubbed shoulders with the big boys, and he's made his team proud, that's for sure. There he is, Amir Saeed, car number 23, starting at P1. Behind him, Arya Singh in P3. 5 reds, off they go. That's a decent start, a decent start for Amir Saeed. It all depends on that first corner. Oh well, he's off the blocks. He's off the blocks rather well. Is Amir Saeed, no problem there. Not such a decent start for the others. And up one of the M Sport goes straight through, and one of the KOVAI, it seems, has lost the nose of his car. We'll have to just confirm which one that was. Could be Vijay Rao. We'll just have to see. And that's Amir Saeed. In fact, that's the end of his race, is it? No problem there for Amir Saeed in corner 1 and 2, but that's what happened. And is that Diljit TS, car number 44?
Yes, it seems to be collision between an M Sport and a Dark Dawn racing car.
And if Diljit TS does not get on back on the track, we might as well crown the champion right now.
Let's take a look and see what happened there. There you see, it's just careened across.
I think it was one of the Dark Dawns that from the left came to the right. Then there was the M Sport, and then there was another Dark Dawn. So as you said, 3 cars there, and there's that one KOVAI racing car without the nose. In fact, the inner part of the car, you can see that's been damaged a bit. So that's going to be a bit difficult. But now you got Sandeep Kumar, you got Tijil Rao there as well. This is going to be, well, all Vishnu has to do is finish the race. And in fact, with Diljit now out,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for Vishnu Prasad. He's pretty much now got both hands on.
Where is Vishnu? Vishnu Prasad is, I think, about 8th or 9th in the list. But although it doesn't matter, obviously, because with Diljit TS effectively out of the race, it's going to be drama had Diljit TS been ahead, and that would have made for a very, very interesting race. Now, Vijay Rao is the race leader. Tijil Rao behind him. Then you got Sandeep Kumar, and then Ashwin Datta, Mohammad Ryan and Bala Prasad. But till when can he hold on? Braking there a bit too hard. One of the M Sport, you can see that smoke coming out.
Well, one thing that's happened, Karthikeya, is that Amir Saeed is notched up for Team Ahura Racing. It's given a lot of belief to the other drivers in the Ahura Racing team that they can go out there and challenge the big boys. That's what Vishwas Vijay Raj is doing right now. He's in car number 95. He's the race leader. Of course, this car nose got damaged early on. That's the reason why you can see even the inner side of the car damaged a little.
But he's still holding on, is Vishwas Vijay Rao, and that's what it does. Vishwas has the Vishwas now of holding on, and with the efforts of Amir Saeed, I think it's given the entire team, as you said, Raman, that belief.
Well, when you talk about his name, Vishwas Vijay Raj, you've got both belief and win in it, in Vishwas and Vijay.
And then the Raj obviously is there too. Sandeep second, Tijil Rao third, Ashwin Datta in fourth, and Vishwas Vijay Raj continuing to lead the race. We're into lap number 4. Vishnu Prasad has fallen way behind, but that doesn't matter as long as Diljit TS does not win the race, and it doesn't seem that is going to happen.
Look at that car, its aerodynamics seem to be damaged, but it's not slowing Vishwas Vijay Raj down at all.
Well, with that front part slightly pointing upwards, I think he's doing very well. In fact, it's helping him with the lead that he's got. Now, Sandeep Kumar has moved into second, Tijil Rao dropping down to third. Momentarily, Tijil had moved up to second. There's Vishnu Prasad there for a second. You saw car number 6. Bala Prasad, Mohammad Ryan, all of them hoping. And Ashwin Datta, he's had a season of ups and downs. He'd want to be coming back next season with a bit more consistency, being on the podium regularly for him to have that chance of winning the championship. R.S. Singh there as well, had going a bit wide on that occasion was Tijil Rao.
Yes, because the way it stands right now, Vishwas Vijay Raj is followed by Sandeep Kumar, then there's Tijil Rao, then there's Ashwin Datta right behind him. And then you get the 2 M Sport cars, the Bala Prasad and Mohammad Ryan, before you get another dark dawn racing car, which is Arya Singh.
That's how it's lined up at the moment. And after Arya Singh, you got another couple of M Sport following. But what a turnaround of fortunes it has been. At Sunny Singh, COC, keeping a close eye on things. Sunny Kumar, I beg your pardon. But this is, I was saying, what a turn of fortune this has been for Ahura Racing from last season now onto this season. Remember, we had to have, they had Saroj Kataria participating, and then he got one of those podiums. But this time, he's got the young bucks, he's backing them, and he's delivering podium finishes. And Vishwas himself is doing a terrific job at the moment now with the holding those 3 dark dawns off is not an easy task.
4 laps gone, we're in the 5th lap, which is just about to come to an end. Good job done by Vishwas Vijay Raj. That's a view of the race control. You can see Suraj and Syal. Bird's eye view, Hawkeye's view of what's happening in terms of the races unfolding here at the Coimbatore Stadium.
Been very impressed with Vishwas Vijay Raj's performance so far in the first 5 laps that we've seen. And despite the fact that he lost his teammate Amir Saeed in the very first round, Amir Saeed, we can say the thing that we all must say, because he's got 2 race wins, that he's the better of the 2. But Vishwas Vijay Raj is showing that, hang on, I'm no less, and I can compete with the big boys as well. Sandeep Sharma on the left and Sai on the right. In fact, he broke into a dance with Raman earlier before start of a race.
Well, that just tells you, one, that this is a fantastic team here. It's about quality racing, it's about managing races to the team, but then they're also willing to let their hair down.
Watching proceedings very, very closely. as Vishwas Vijayaraj continues to lead. We're into lap number 6 now. In fact, lap 7 has just begun. Tijal Rao, Sandeep Kumar, Ashwin Datta, Arya Singh, all there. So Bala Prasad and Mohammad Ryan have dropped down to 6th and 7th with 4 Dark Dawns there. I think this will, with the Drivers' Championship already sorted, the 4 Dark Dawns there in the top 5, I think they'll play in their favour as far as the Constructors' Championship is concerned. We'll have to check how that pans out.
Well, it seems as if they've already, Dark Dawn Racing already put that to their name going into this race. So there's not really much there. We heard after Riaz when he was talking to me say that pretty much the team championship in our pocket, but we would have liked to see the drivers from Dark Dawn Racing also up there with the championship.
Looked a bit deflated, didn't he, when he spoke to him earlier, that it seems that, Vishnu has got the championship wrapped up and he would have wanted a Dark Dawn. Of course he would have wanted a Dark Dawn driver to be crowned champions. Well, Sunny Kumar again, as we come to the end of yet another lap. Lap 7 gone, starting lap number 8. That's about halfway through this 15-lap race, as Vishwas Vijayaraj continues to lead despite a damaged car, despite the front of his car being damaged. Sandeep Kumar is in 2nd, Tijal Rao running in 3rd, Arya Singh has moved up to 4th, Ashwin Datta now down to 5th, Bala Prasad of M Sport in 6th. So this is very interesting at the moment as far as the Dark Dawns and the M Sport are concerned, but we all talk about this rivalry between Dark Dawn and M Sport and how competitive these guys are on the track, that is, but it's an Ahura racing car that's actually leading them, and leading them by a decent margin. He's got about a second's gap ahead of between himself and Sandeep Kumar, and despite that damaged nose, it doesn't seem like, in fact it just seems like he's just playing into his hands. It seems like he likes that car the way it is now.
Just taking a quick look at the drivers' standings, with Sandeep having crashed out of the previous race, and the same story unfolded as far as Amir Saeed's concerned, who's now gone out of this race as well. It's not about who wins the championship, which pretty much looks it's going to go Vishnu Prasad's way. It's about who can finish 2nd here, and I get a feeling that the battle will be on between Sandeep Kumar and Diljit Ji. And since Diljit has actually crashed out of this race and he is on 55 points, Sandeep has got a great chance. If he finishes amongst points today, anything in the top 5, he will take the 2nd place in the driver standings.
I think something's better than nothing, they say, and if you can't win the championship, might as well be 2nd, although anybody would want to finish top and not 2nd. That's why you see this battle going on. And Arya Singh, in the meantime, he's moved into 2nd. He's overtaken both Sandeep Kumar and Tejal Rao. Arya did not start the first race, and if Arya gets 10 points now, not 10, but maybe let's say about 8. You never know with the way things are going with Vishwas Vijayaraj leading the pack so confidently. Are those 8 points enough? I don't think they will be enough. It'll take him to 49. So it's still tight, that 3rd spot position and 2nd as well. So still a lot to fight for, like we had in the Novice Cup category as well. Into lap number 10 as Arya Singh now tries to come on the outside. Vishwas Vijayaraj holding him back, and Arya Singh, I think I've been very impressed with him, even in the last race. Started at P19 to end up in the top 5.
And who knows what would have been the story had he started race 1 of round 4. Who knows that story would have been. But what's worrying me right now is, Karthikeya, look at the the front of Vishwas Vijayaraj's car, and that casing seems to be coming a little loose. Look at that. You probably see as he goes onto the curb, that casing right at the front seems to be shaking a lot. Once the nose was damaged and went off, I get a feeling there he's really going to have to nurse the car to complete the full 15 laps.
This is one of those corners when they try and make their moves, but doing very well there was Vishwas Vijayaraj, just to close those lines, make sure that he doesn't give any opportunity. He has to do what he has to do. He knows but now he's running into those back markers. This now could be another opportunity for the 3-4, in fact, Dark Dawns that are right behind him. Very, very impressed by that's car number 23. That is Amir Saeed. He's still there. I'm surprised, although he's been almost going to be lapped out, and that comes as a surprise for someone who won a couple of races this season. Maybe, you know, because of that incident that he had from between corner 2 and 3, that just took his the power out of his car, but he will continue to compete. He's just signaled that you can take the route from the outside, as Amir Saeed signaling with his hand as being the back marker. You are supposed to let the cars coming in follow you. Vijay Rao, Sandeep Kumar, Ashwin Datta, Bala Prasad. Vishnu Prasad has moved up to 7th. Mohammad Ran has dropped down to 8th. Meera Erida, another good race for her. She's in 9th. Diljit TS is in 10th. Diljit TS also back in the race. That's a bit of a surprise as well. Ragul 11th. Deepak Ravi Kumar 12th. Yokeshwan Krishna Velu in 13th. Shreya Diwan 14. Ashok Lal 15. Abhinav Reddy 16. Bashir 17. That is how they were. But the actual battle now is going on between the front two. And that's Amir Saeed going straight to. He decides that he's had enough. He's been lapped out by one of his own teammates. In fact, he's been lapped out by the entire grid, as fails to brake at the right moment, comes through the tyre rubble, waits for the final car to move past him so that he can rejoin the pack. But look at that, the sheer determination from Vishwas Vijay to keep these Dark Dawns at bay is unbelievable. He's trying to come in from the outside, trying to come in from the inside. He's slamming shut every door is Vishwas Vijay, and this is tremendous to see. And that too, with the one can say almost half a car.
Credit is definitely due, but I think this is where Arya Singh has a chance to overtake Vishwas Vijay, and he has. So finally it's the Dark Dawn Racing driver who leads the race, the final race of the season, and it is Arya Singh in lap number 10. He's claimed the race lead. Now can he hold on to it on the straight? Definitely the car has better aerodynamics than Vishwas Vijay's car, given the damage it's sustained.
And despite all of that, he's continued. And in fact, oh, he's coming on the outside. He's trying to make that move. Just a bit too hard on that brake, so he would have taken that lead back. Vishwas Vijay, you beauty. He's just going on and on. Now that's Sandeep Kumar through the tyre barrier. Car number 9 you saw there for a moment. Well. And there. That's one of the Dark Dawns along with the Ahura. Tijil Rao there, absolutely disappointed. He's having a right go at the Ahura racing car driver.
Oh, that is a big disappointment, because I think the two involved in that incident seem to be Tijil Rao and Vishwas Vijay. Look at that contact on the rear left wheel of Tijil Rao's car with the Ahura racing car of oh, look at that. He's not happy. You can see from the reaction of both drivers. Tijil Rao says he was fair and square up front before that contact was made to the rear left of his car by Vishwas Vijay. But the fact is, both of them are now out of the race.
That gives Arya Singh a clear bit of lead, as he's followed by Ashwin Datta, if I'm correct, in second. That's Ashwin Datta, car number 5 in second.
A fair bit of serious looking faces there from the team JK Tyre.
I believe that's the media and the marketing team sitting here getting their work done, while Ashwin Datta is getting his work cut out. He's been put under pressure by a couple of M Sport. Arya Singh is sped away. That is Ashwin Datta along with Vishnu. Was it car number 6, Vishnu Prasad?
Yes, it was. Look at that. It's Vishnu Prasad. He's followed by Bala Prasad, who's there in the mix as well. So there's a healthy battle going on with the M Sport cars now looking to make their presence felt.
And now Vishnu trying to make the move on the outside, but Ashwin does well, holds on to his line, making sure that he's not allowing Vishnu to pass by, while your race leader Arya Singh just speeds away and opens up yet another, goes slightly wide, but no problem at all, as he will come down and take the final lap. He'll go in now onto the final lap with Ashwin Datta coming in second. Pressure from Vishnu.
And then there's Bala Prasad in the mix as well. This is the final lap of the race. Remember, this is where Vishnu is trying to go all out. Oh, another M Sport car just veers off before he rejoins the race. Does the young Bala Prasad, the driver from Coimbatore, the local lad who drives for M Sport Racing. So back in the race, Arya Singh. I remember his performance in that rain-affected third round where he showed that he was the king of rain.
Well, he was a young rain master, wasn't he, in that race? That was round 3, oh, blimey, what a performance that was. And again, Raman, as you said, he hit it on the head, the nail on the head, that had he participated in the first race of this round and got some valuable points, who knows? Who knows? Arya could have pipped Vishnu for the championship. Wasn't very far away, and the way he's driven today as well has been brilliant. Now,
well, he will take the checkered flag. He's waving that right hand as you see him approach that start-finish line. So well-deserved win for Arya Singh. He fought his way up from the mid-pack to go on and seal a win. I think Ashwin Datta did well to hold off Vishnu Prasad for a fair bit of that race.
So it's Arya Singh who wins the race, it's Vishnu Prasad who wins the championship, and Ashwin Datta finds a place on the podium. Slowly and steadily he's starting to get that consistency. Ashwin Datta finding himself, he has to find himself more often on that podium to mount a challenge next season.
It's been a very competitive grid. To be fair to these drivers, we've got multiple national champions in the fray, who are there on the grid competing with some very talented young drivers trying to burst through the ranks. So one of the most competitive fields that you'll see in the JK Tyre Formula LGB4. The final race was not devoid of drama and excitement.
Absolutely, drama, excitement, action, overtaking maneuvers, incidents, and well, in the end it was Arya Singh who came out tops. As you see the marshals waving those flags, calling it the end of day, end of racing action at the Curry Motor Speedway. Although we still have the prize distribution ceremony lined up for this race, as you see. Well, it seems that Arya Singh and Mira Ed are still racing despite the end of the race. Still having a go. Oh, I love to see that, don't you? Well, so that is your championship winner, Vishnu Prasad in car 6. That's your race winner, Arya Singh. Delighted with the result, and could have been different had he participated in the first race of this round. Well, what's gone is gone, and they've got the next season to look forward to. As you can see, again, the marshals waving all the flags, signaling the end of racing action at the Curry Motor Speedway. Very quickly, we will, as soon as the drivers go through the mandatory weigh bridge, we'll have the prize distribution ceremony. We'll have a quick chat with them. Raman is quickly rushing down towards the stage so that he can catch up with those young winners. So that's the confirmation. Bottom of your screen was Arya Singh coming in first, Vishnu Prasad coming in second. It was a thrilling race. Let's very quickly take you through the highlights of this exciting race. Amir Saeed there started at P1. I had Teja Rao at P2, 5 reds. When they go off will the drivers go. It was a very good start, to be honest, for Amir Saeed. He was clear out of the blocks very quickly in corner 1. That's an incident with that involved the car of Diljit TS. And that happened with the car of Vishwas Vijayarao, although all three involved. And somehow, in spite of that very good start, Amir Saeed just couldn't control and skid off. Then he had to let all the drivers pass by before rejoining the race. Vishwas Vijayaraj was then the race leader, followed by Sandeep Kumar and Tijil Rao there as well, Ashwin Datta. And despite losing the nose of his car, despite having his car not in the best of shapes, I think he did very, very well to just fend off the challenge. And he did that till lap number 10 with Vishwas Vijayaraj. So that tells you how competitive he was, how determined he was to stay at top. And that's the kind of confidence you get when your one teammate starts winning, then the others start winning too. Unfortunately for him, despite the loss of the nose of his car, he did continue to push but could not finish as the winner. That was Amir Saeed there. Did join back at the back of the pack, and on that occasion, that was the incident with Tijil Rao and Vishwas Vijayaraj, and you can see both of them furious with each other, and that allowed Arya Singh to take the lead and go on and then try and stretch that lead as he came through slightly wide on that final corner of that lap, with Ashwin Datta in second, fighting for that place with Vishnu Prasad. Vishnu knew if Diljit TS doesn't win the race, then he's gone and he's the champion. And now there you can see him celebrating Arya Singh coming in to take the checkered flag. Ashwin and Vishnu.
It's time to break free. Break away from the routine. To the greens. And get lost in the world within. To steer through. To stop. Start again. Go forth. Shed your inhibitions and just let it all go. With JK Tyre's Ranger 80, made of tough, made for adventure. For the ones who are wild at heart, JK Tyre, total control.
Right then, we're back with live images coming in from the Kari Motor Speedway. We've just had one of the most thrilling races of the season in the LGB Formula 4 category. It was Arya Singh who went on to take the checkered flag. Vishnu Prasad coming in third, while it was Ashwin Datta who took the second place on the podium. Those are your podium finishers. Sandeep Kumar not happy as he walks off. Diljit TS there as well in the Dark Dawn Racing kit. That's him on your screen. You can't miss him with all the jewelry on his left here. Smiley character. I'll be a bit disappointed not to have gone on and made a better impact as far as the Drivers' Championship was concerned. He was Vishnu's closest competitor and the challenger. But now with the racing season done, it's time to spend some time with family, friends, recuperate, enjoy, and then get back on the racetrack. Wonderful shots there of the GTS. Is that a future racer? Getting ready for the prize distribution ceremony. Ashwin Datta happy with the place on the podium. Needs to do that more consistently. A little bit of glamour to go along with the glory of finishing and winning the races. Asmira Erga there. He's had a good weekend. He's put in some very gritty performances. We are waiting for the prize distribution ceremony to start. Rohit Khanna, a former racer himself, now one of the officials. That comes from Gurgaon, the NCR region.
Vishnu, please come forward, Vishnu. Vishnu. COC, calling for COC, please come forward. COC, please come forward.
Sunny Kumar there as we get ready. Now, moments away from the prize distribution ceremony, the winners of this race will be awarded.
Ladies and gentlemen, what brings this one? Confusing to the pits towards the end, where the aura added to all the excitement. But ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up nonetheless. I would like to request COC Sunny Kumar, sir, please come forward for the presentation. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Come on, everybody, give me a little hand. I know it's been a long day. Come on, put your hands together. Let's get ready to welcome our first winner. Calling on stage, the one and only, and now he's going to be celebrating all the done. Vishnu Prasad, if you can stop talking, Vishnu and come on the podium. Vishnu, very well.
There's Vishnu Prasad, who finishes third in this race. Also, although he is crowned champion in this category, so we'll first distribute the prizes for this race. A young lad, Ashwin Datta from Chennai, one of the Dark Dawn racing boys, finishing second in this race.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome on stage the man from Coimbatore.
And the winner of the race, Arya Singh, the lad from Kolkata, West Bengal.
Well done, gentlemen.
He's made the Korbo Lorbo Jitbo happen.
Is the tuner from Deep Down.
Beautiful trophy.
Right, in the meantime, before Sendel comes in, gentlemen, please step down and pick up your trophies and raise them up in the air.
So, ladies and gentlemen, your race winners. Vishnu Prasad coming in third, Ashwin Datta coming in second, and Arya Singh coming in first, taking the checkered flag.
You are the man of the fighter. Gentlemen, remove your mask. According to me, I think you've done more than 14 championships on your title. Gentlemen, raise your trophies up in the air. Thank you, COC, for joining us on stage.
Arya Singh, Ashwin Datta, Vishnu Prasad. 1, 2, 3 for this race.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks so much, Sally.
The winners getting together for one last photo. And now we have Raman Bunod at the prize distribution area to have a quick chat with the winners.
Well, the final race of the season, and it wasn't short of drama and excitement. I've got the podium finishers behind me. I'm going to have a chat with Ashwin Datta first. Ashwin's, of course, finished second in the race. But Ashwin, just talk us through the entire season for you.
It was a pretty tough season for me, to be honest, and trying to climb up through all the struggles which we had. But finishing off like this definitely feels sweeter. And first of all, congrats to Vishnu for his third title, and I've always liked his determination and perseverance, and I have the utmost respect for him, and I'll try to put up a better show next year and get the title away from him.
Well said, and consistency would be the key.
All the best. Let's have a quick chat now with a man whom we nicknamed at the end of round 3 as Rain Man. Because round 3 was, you know, a heavy rain, and you put in a sterling show then. You've put in a sterling show in the final race of the 4th and final round, Arya. A race win, but in the end not enough for the overall championship.
Yeah, I mean, true, but I'm pretty happy with the race. You know, I fell back and then I fought my way back, so I wasn't thinking about the championship while driving, but I was very happy with the win. Of course, it was a tough weekend, tough season also, but at the same time I won many races, so it's all part of racing, I guess. We just move on and come back. That's what it is.
Disappointed about getting a DNS in the first race of round 4, not being able to start the first race. That made a huge difference overall.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just that. There were times when I was leading a race, had a clear win, and the brakes failed, and of course the DNS. But as I said, it's all part of racing. I mean, the team gave me a great car. It works, and you know, sometimes there are things which are out of our control. We can't do anything about it. It's just that we have to move on and, you know, come back stronger.
Well done. Great words to wrap up the season. Great performance as well. Go well for next season. Arya Singh, the race winner today, but we're going to have a word with the championship winner as far as the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship is concerned. The national champion in the Formula LGB4 category. Once again, Vishnu Prasad. Congratulations, Vishnu. Let's have a cheer for him, guys.
Thank you. It's been a good year, but I think it's been a super tough year. Fighting with a lot of these guys who are really good. I think coming into this round, there were about 5 people in it to still win the championship. So, I mean, this has been one of the toughest years in this category. And to come out to win the championship was really good. And yeah, a big thanks to my team. They put a lot of effort in this year. I know we didn't actually have the best of cars at the beginning, but I think we crawled our way back through the whole year and found a lot of pace. And also my teammates who've been really supportive as well. So I think none of this would be possible without them.
Where does the drive come from? I've seen you do this season after season after season, get into the car, give your 100% and more on the racetrack, and then you come back next season as hungry as ever. What's the story behind that unending drive?
I don't know. I think if you get the taste of victory, I think you'll always start wanting more. I think as far as this championship goes, I think today we celebrate. I think tomorrow when we wake up, I'll forget about this and start thinking about the next one that we can win. I think that's how I think our mentality should be, and I think come back next year and again try and fight again for the championship.
As you said, you're going to savor the moment tonight, party and celebrate. We look forward to that happening later in the evening. Congratulations, Vishnu, once again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, that's it as far as the presentation area action's concerned, and that of course also brings us to the end of another scintillating season of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship in its 24th edition. We've had great drama, great race action over 4 rounds across 3 race categories. The JK Tyre presents the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup, the JK Tyre Novice Cup, and of course the JK Tyre Formula LGB4. New champions crowned in each of those categories, memories made, and of course some legendary battles fought. We hope you enjoyed this coverage. Till next season, this is Raman Bhanot saying goodbye from the entire production team here, bringing you this coverage of the JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship.